I guess I have to ask, if you weren't stand users, if you were just normal people, so to speak, what do you feel like your characters would be doing generally?
Sticking to her day job and experimenting with everything she is licensed for, and some that she isn't.
What about Marisol? Would she still be back on Earth, or would she be... I guess she'd still be on the moon.
She'd be working her way up in Pashon Reform, or trying to become an official member.
What about Nia? I guess she'd be street styling, profiling.
Probably try some college classes at this point.
Oh boy. Classes for what?
Well, she wanted to go into journalism for a while, but then now there's nothing she can. She has so many secrets now, she no longer can do that. But at some point, that's what she was probably going to try to do.
What about Jim? What would Jim be doing? Because I guess without his stand, I don't even know he'd be alive, but he probably wouldn't have come to the moon, right?
Depends on if his goddess would have called to him or not without a stand.
Theoretically, let's say she wouldn't have.
Then yeah, he'd still be in the wasteland.
Jesus. What a grim outlook.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have that nice, normal, easy life. You have a life that is almost needlessly complicated at times. All of you. And now there's yet another complication added. Over the course of a week, which is what this session will cover, you all have been partnered up with, well, actually, Simone hasn't been, but we'll get to that. The three of you, otherwise, have been partnered up with members of the ELO, a group that you've had dealings with in the past and hasn't always been on the best of terms with your people. We'll go through some of what has happened during this week of training and exploration of friendship. The first thing with Jeff, Nia, is he does not want to stay at your house, your beach house.
Okay. But it's got really cool ghosts.
He can visit the beach house. This is why he won't want to be there.
Oh, no.
He would arrive at the beach house at some point with you in tow because he has to stay. You guys still aren't sure what the distance is, but it's better not to risk it. Kind of stops before he goes in. Ugh. You live like this?
Yes, sure. Why not?
All right. It's quaint. Yeah, that's what I would say, not to hurt someone's feelings. Quaint.
Mia giggles at him a little. I know it's not what you're used to.
How would you know what I'm used to?
Well, my parents work for ELO, so your house is probably more like theirs.
My house was handcrafted by Sherpa that I had brought up from the earth. I keep them in a small cottage on my property. There's 4 of them. They're the last Sherpa anywhere. Brought them here. I feed them whatever they want, and they built my house from scratch.
That sounds really complicated. They must be really cool people.
Oh, I don't know. I don't speak a word of whatever language they do. But I had all of the wood brought up from the earth as well. Finally, handcrafted rainforest timber.
Oh, so you're like Halloween Jack.
What? In what way do you mean?
He also brought up the room with wood and stuff from Earth.
He just stares at you for a moment.
Sorry?
You know that's not a comparison I like.
I am aware that you do not like any comparison with people you don't like.
Correct. You should be very aware of my various wants and needs and apprehensions and anxieties. Of course, there really are none. And also my preferences for food.
Okay, well, you'll have to tell me those things. I don't know you very well, Jeff.
Well, you'll have to write them down.
Mia reaches into her pocket and pulls out a notepad, which is covered in hearts, but she flips it open, and she's imitating Valley to write down notes. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, first things first. If I have a sandwich, I need the crust removed.
Nia starts laughing.
What's so funny about that?
Nothing. I'm writing it down.
I don't want the crust thrown out, though.
Okay, I'll eat it.
No.
No?
You don't understand. I put the crust on a smaller plate, and then I look at it.
Why?
So that I can meditate upon the crust and the bread.
You should get a dog.
Dog? No.
Yeah, then you could give your crust to the dog.
What kind of person owns a dog?
Like people who want love and affection?
It's nonsense. I have a whole pond full of swans. Why would I want a dog?
Because you can't hug a swan, they'll bite you.
Oh, you can hug a swan. I've hugged many swans.
I want to see you hug a swan.
You will, don't worry.
Okay, that'll
No.
be cool.
I can't guarantee they won't bite you, though.
Oh, that's okay. I'm used to that sort of thing.
I also keep doves. I have a nice dove collection.
That probably would be a good practice for my stand.
How so?
Well, would you like doves to come out of your sleeves when you like push your arms up?
No.
Oh.
Do I look like a magician?
How is Jeff dressed?
He wears kind of a pretty nice techie looking hood, a good suit underneath, like almost like a more formal like work suit or jumpsuit. Looks like he's ready for action. It's like athletic, like an athletic look.
Okay. Well, then Neil will look him over like carefully and go, no.
Although, I used to be able to make people just disappear. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
I'm curious, has it started to set in at all, that feeling?
Oh, the one that's like, yeah.
It's pretty good, huh?
No,
What do you mean?
I don't want to disappear people.
He leans in a little closer. But it's so easy. You just do it.
Are you some sort of weird temptation devil, Jeff?
No!
And why are you trying to get me to disappear people?
I'm just saying we may run into a few people over the course of our little adventure together that I would like to have disappear. And since I can't do it, I was kind of hoping you would.
Nia reaches over and takes his hand and says, Jeff, we can't just disappear everyone we don't like.
Agree to disagree.
Oh, come on, Jeff. Have you just been doing this your whole life? Just disappearing all the people that disagree with you?
See, that's the beauty of it. If I had, you wouldn't know.
People don't just forget. Do they forget?
Oh, they forget.
Oh my god, they forget too?
Well, that's not a power of mine. I just mean people are more willing to put it out of their mind once the person's gone. Better to think about it. Well, I should say better not to think about it.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of people that would miss those people.
You sure about that?
I'd miss people if you disappeared them.
I seem to recall that you were having issues with the parental figure.
Don't disappear my parents. Oh, wait. I have to disappear my parents. I'm not disappearing my parents.
Are you sure about that?
Nia twitches a little. Yes.
We'll see.
Nia reaches over and pinches him for the evil laugh.
What are you doing? I'm Jeff Lynn. You don't pinch me. I pinch you. He just pinches her back.
He goes, eek, but lets him.
That's right. I'm the most powerful man on the moon.
Yeah, well, the most powerful man on the moon should learn to make friends.
Friends are for idiots.
Well, I'm a really fun idiot.
Yeah, you... Okay, first things first. If you're going to hang out with me, you got to at least push back on being called an idiot. Please.
You also called me a loser, which I am not.
Oh, yeah? You sure about that?
Yes.
How many dates do you have lined up for the week?
I don't... You?
What's your stock options looking like right now?
I don't have stock options.
Oh, okay. Well, where are you going to summer, I guess, this year? Where are you planning to go summer, huh?
I was planning to fight sand aliens.
Yeah, I made the right call.
What?
Don't worry. When you're with me, some of my beautiful aura will rub off on you, and maybe, just maybe, we'll come out of this with a new and improved Neonova. If not, I have a backup plan.
Nia giggles a little.
Yeah, Jeff just rubs your head when you giggle, and he just says, "Oh, yeah, you giggle. Yeah, you have a good giggle there."
He is actually surprised he's being nice to him.
He's
and blinks at him in confusion.
He's kind of like looking over your head, too, while he does it. Yeah, those dimensions are about correct.
What? What are you doing?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Let's go into this house and see how disappointed I'm going to be.
Okay, but I should warn you that there's like ghosts and weird pranks and stuff.
Oh no, ghosts and weird pranks.
Okay, come on.
I can't wait to see a sheet floating around that looks like a bad Halloween. Wait, what?
How did you know?
No, what? What?
Oh, I'll show you. Come on.
He enters the house the first time he's ever been there. He actually takes off his shoes before he goes in.
You don't. Okay, come on. She just roller skates right in.
He just walks in very casually. He has a very light step. It's very quiet. inside of the house, there is that cheat ghost bumbling and fumbling around. Jeff stares at it.
It may have a flower wreath on its head still from Valentine's.
Is that, what is that?
The house makes it.
The house makes the ghost.
Yeah, because it's in a time loop, but it's very chaotic in here. It's very complicated, but this place is affected by like Jodeshi's chaos. I don't know, but it's really neat. It's just a ghost. Want to say hi? You can hug it.
I don't want to hug your ghost. Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you do drugs?
And don't do any drugs. I know it seems like it. I have some LDD. Does that help?
Oh.
My theories have been right before and weirder.
Yeah. That's
You're gonna ignore everything I say now, aren't you?
No, I suffered from the same. I suffered from the same disorder for quite some time.
Did you? Well, weird things must have happened to you too. And I mean, you had ghosts. Oh my gosh, we probably had very similar lives.
I doubt that, but it's nice of you to think as such.
Well, I'm sure it would be weird. When did your stand appear?
Early in life, I suppose, around the age of 10 or 11.
Oh, that's like 2 years earlier than me.
Didn't really understand what it did for a long time. I thought it just made people fly around until,
Wait, it can make people fly around?
He just stares into the distance like he has the 1,000-yard stare. Oh, yes, of course I can.
Mia immediately starts to jump up and down in attempt to fly.
Doesn't work like that.
Oh, how does it work?
You have to have an unburdened spirit and extend that. A sort of aura, or how do I say it? Like a light, almost.
Oh, okay. I'll try my best.
Yeah, you'll probably have to do some meditating to get the hang of that, but that's fine. You got plenty of time. 3 weeks, that's more than enough to find the sort of enlightened core that I have. That's no worries. It'll be fine, I'm sure.
I'm not worried.
Where are your roommates?
Oh, probably getting their own training.
Oh, yeah, they need it. I, on the other hand, feel like I've completely mastered your stand immediately.
You have?
Oh, yes, very much.
Oh, you found your own theme music?
Theme music?
Yeah, you can turn on your own theme music.
What's the purpose of that?
It's kind of like your meditation thing. You can make an entrance.
Make an entrance. Well, I do like theme music, and this time I won't have to pay someone to carry around a speaker to just play it, I guess. So that's fun.
Yeah, it'll turn on like radios, and if you're in the car, or that's why I thought it was haunted for a really long time. You know.
Interesting. So your stand is really just to keep you busy so that you don't bother your parents.
Nia giggles a little. Yeah, I'm usually the distraction.
Jeff actually grabs you when you giggle. Well, why don't you see you have so many issues? Stop giggling. Stop agreeing. Face your fears.
Mia starts to laugh a lot. I don't have a lot of those.
The only way out is through.
Jeff, calm down.
I'm sorry, I got carried away. Sorry. It's just all right.
It's okay. Well, there's a lot of pressure on you, right?
There is sometimes an expectation of high performance. One might even argue perfection. And I deliver every single time.
Well, I don't always deliver, but I always do my best.
God, you're so pathetic. He just starts shaking her again.
Oh, stop shaking me, Jeff.
Be better. Be golden.
Why are you mad at me?
Pure gold.
I can't stop laughing. I'm just happy you're paying attention to me.
No, even that statement raises my blood pressure. Okay, calm down, Jeff. Calm down. You've gotten through harder situations before. He actually stops shaking you and just starts straightening out your clothes and your spacesuit. All right. Are you wearing your helmet down?
It might have shaken closed when he shook her.
Yeah, he just starts rubbing it, polishing it with his forearm. There we are. Okay.